YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Hold It Down Jay. Thank y'all for tuning in to my channel. Like, share, subscribe before I even give y'all any free game. Let me ask you a question, a quick question. Have you ever been so confused trying to break inside IT or cybersecurity, trying to figure out what route you want to take? As far as I need certifications or a degree, you get people tell you certifications only, degrees are worthless. Or you get some people say get a degree, certifications are pointless. Well, I'm here to tell you why both are important in my opinion. So, with that being said, we're going to go into detail on why I think both are useful and some helpful tips to help you alongside your journey. But after my theme song, I'm going to holler back at y'all and we're going to discuss this. All right? Peace. All right. Thank y'all for tuning back in. So, the first reason why I feel like certifications and degrees are just as important is because of industry recognition. For example, if you get a certification from Microsoft and the job you're applying for use Microsoft Azure, well, you're already ahead of the game because you fulfill one of the requirements. And that's also with a degree as well. For example, if I'm applying to be a security engineer, one of the requirements is to have a master's degree in cybersecurity or some type of STEM degree, then I'm already ahead of the game because I already qualify for it. So you want to meet the requirements as much as possible. But with that in mind, I want to be clear and let you know that you're not going to have every qualification that a job requires. They just want you to have as much as you can possibly have. But don't stress yourself out trying to achieve these goals if you cannot do them. One step at a time. Rome was not built in a day. The thing I like about certification and degrees is that they both show that you have demonstrated experience. For example, while I've learned my technical skills from cloud and Azure, AWS, and etc., I've learned manager skills, how to communicate effectively through my degree. Remember when I told you in one of my earlier videos, I said that one of the key details when it comes to having a job is having soft skills. So if you have communication, it shows, okay, he may not have like a lot of work experience, but a lot of times you can have your degree speak for itself. And you can even put in your resume something that you did inside your college that can validate your experience in the workforce. Another reason why I like degrees as well is because when you look in job descriptions, thing like have 5 years of experience or a bachelor's degree. So if you're breaking into IT and all you have is a degree, then the good thing is that it can possibly give you a leeway or it can. So another thing I like about degrees is that it has a structured set of learning. Not saying that you can't do it with certifications. Of course you can. The thing I like about a degree is that it's structured. So, for example, if there's different colleges that have like degree plans, like a bachelor's degree in security engineering, you don't have to look at, oh, what cert pathway should I do to do this? It's already laid out for you. So it really helps you out and it helps you stay afloat and gives you a little bit of soft skills. Now, one thing I will say, the reason why I like to go hand in hand with these degrees is simply because when you're discussing certifications and degrees, the problem with degrees is that degrees sometimes can be a bit outdated when it comes to the resources inside cybersecurity. And the reason why I say that is because attacks are constantly evolving. So you want to make sure that you're updated as much as possible. So that's why I like certifications as well. You only get a degree once, but you can get a certification almost every year if you wanted to. It's very cost effective as well. So they both have their pros and cons. With my bachelor's degree, it's in computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity. My master's degree is an MBA with a concentration in cybersecurity. I learned my soft skills from my master's, but I learned my technical expertise from my bachelor's degree. Another reason why I like certifications and degrees is because of career advancement. For example, if you're working and just putting your head down, keep grinding hard, you out here getting certification, you graduate, get a degree, and you use those skills that you learned to your job, what happens is it shines light on you in front of leadership and it makes you stand out in front of other people. So if everybody's laying around just coming to work, just doing a typical 9 to 5, not doing anything outside of work, you're going to stand out because you're actually doing a little bit above and beyond. If you want to actually advance and actually do extracurricular activities, so let's say you're still trying to decide if you want to have a degree or you want to get a certification. What if I told you there was a college that allowed you to do both? Yeah, I was doing a little research. It was called Western Governors University, and I've heard so many things about it. I personally haven't attended myself, but one cool thing I will say is that if you're stuck between having a degree or a certification, then you can literally go to that college and it's pretty much a certification pathway that they lay out for you. So you get the best of both worlds of having a bachelor's or master's degree and plus certifications that come with it. That's covered inside the actual degree plan. Here's where this certification trumps an actual degree. The private sector, one of the requirements they have a lot of times is compliance requirements. So, for example, work in the private sector, you require a top secret clearance. They might need you to be in regulatory compliance with like a DLD 8140, for example, right? It's just a regulation. You need a certification to match that. You can get a specific certification to help you be in compliance for that. So one example would be, want to be a cybersecurity analyst in the private sector. You have to be in government compliance with an IAT2 certification. One example is Security Plus Certified Ethical Hacker certification. Me personally, I would just say go with Security Plus because CEH, it gets so much flack. It's not really, when you take that test, you're not going to become a hacker. It's just literally telling you fundamental concepts about pen testing. If you're at level 3, then one example would be CISSP, CASP, or CCSP. Certifications and degrees are not only for career advancement, but it's also for professional development for yourself as well. Your job is stagnant. There's no more room to elevate. You can learn these different skill sets, apply them for when you leave for your next job, a lot more valuable when it comes to your new job. One thing I will say, even though I am discussing certifications and degrees, let's not get ahead of ourselves and I want to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's experience. Lack experience, and a lot of people want to just get certification after certification after certification, and they miss the simple fact of experience is going to give you the best bang for your buck. If somebody can literally show you step by step how to configure something, how to, troubleshoot or monitor some type of activity, create a dashboard, that is much more valuable than just taking a test, a multiple choice test to show you, oh, if you know something or not. Because you're getting actual hands-on experience, and when you go inside job interviews, these are things that you can actually talk about that's going to make you like, oh wow, okay, this is a real life experience. If you don't try to apply for jobs or try to do more hands-on things and get your experience up, the problem is that the only thing you're really going to have to talk about is your degrees. To get your actual experience, if you don't have a job at the moment, just do projects, do virtual lab, do projects. I will be uploading some on YouTube a little later down the line once we cover fundamental concepts. I don't care if you're in a cybersecurity department, but somebody else in a department does coding and knows how to do Python or something. Man, if you don't ask them for experience, see if you can shadow that person to get more skills under your belt. And the more knowledge you obtain, you can pass on to others and give back. Definitely recommend don't sleep on certifications and don't sleep on degrees. They both have their purpose. I highly recommend both. And if you don't take my advice, that's completely fine. But I'm just telling you exactly what I've done because I've done both and I've seen both sides of the road. And I'm telling you, I'd rather have more options than not have none at all. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed my video and I hope y'all take some of this game I gave y'all and actually apply it. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later.